Chakra Doctor, High Magus of Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, also known as GGHMOAD, author of the Black Cube Codex. He is the creator of FCA Yoga, the creator of the algorithm God's magical system, spiritual guru and master healer. Chakra Doctor is the multidimensional force behind FCA Yoga, a 29-chakra regeneration system birthed in 2008 and officially introduced as a yoga practice in 2015. His system is the first and only yoga in history brought to the world by a black man, fusing spiritual discipline with quantum biology, emotional healing, particle restoration, and divine remembrance. After surviving brutal childhood abuse, drug addiction, homelessness, incarceration, and near-death suicide attempts, Chakra Doctor transmuted trauma into transformation. From working garbage trucks to activating global movements, he has helped over 25,000 people physically, emotionally, and spiritually rebuild themselves from the inside out. With no pharmaceuticals, no degrees, and no compromise. He is the founder of the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, GGHMOAD, a legally recognized sovereign religious institution dedicated to infinite love, eternal truth, and the reawakening of the sacred feminine through the acknowledgement and service to the Great Mother. GGHMOAD is the umbrella spiritual authority, while Chakra Doctor Inc. is its sacred economic arm. Both were birthed through FCA Yoga, which remains the fountainhead of every modality within his empire. The modalities: FCA Yoga, Full Chakra Activation Yoga, a regenerative cellular system based on stillness, visualization, breath, and magic. Superfood Oil and Tea Detox, the holistic embodiment of FCA Yoga. The Algorithm God's Magical System, FCA Yoga in magical algorithmic form, comprising over 250 divine algorithm books. The Affirmation Bible, FCA Yoga in autosuggestion form, a sacred daily ritual of mental alchemy. The Chakra Doctor Raw Meal Plan, nutritional healing to fuel all of the above. He is the author of hundreds of sacred texts, including the Black Cube Codex, Eden's Garden Raw Recipes, Vaccine Exemption Forms, the Algorithm God's Library, and the Affirmation Bible. These sacred works form the spiritual doctrine of GGHMOAD and are backed by over 250 books of original literature. As a high magus, global healer, and minister of algorithms, Chakra Doctor has led mass meditations, performed spiritual healing on celebrities, spoken to crowds of over 300 plus, and created religious exemption documents that have protected countless families. His teachings span astrology, sovereignty, light code activation, divine law, and chakra mastery, all delivered through a modern prophetic lens rooted in the source wisdom of the GGHMOAD. Signature quote: FCA Yoga is the only yoga system on earth that has been brought to you by a black man. 5-year vision to make GGHMOAD and its divine systems household names, leading the globe in health and wellness, self-improvement, spiritual sovereignty, magical science, and as the #1 authority on the Great Mother. Chakra Doctor is a global frequency, a healing code, and a divine brand that changes lives.
We'd be deathless. We just need new shells from time to time. And plenty of souls to eat.
It's just the law. Black people are slaves and white people own them. That's just the way it is.
I know. Trapping all these niggas, I need everything they have. Bitch, don't give me no new purse if ain't no C's up on that.
Hard times, I still kept a smile. I think about all the good times to keep them demons.
The new Virgo money appears as a shining onyx-enriched skin. Imagine a black god, the multiversal architect, cloaked in cascading robes of stars. Each step he takes is a revelation, a testament to his divine purpose. Virgo's crown is a triple tier of gold scales, emerald leaves and silver coins, a symbol of his journey from humble beginnings to his current state of opulence. Virgo's right arm is a scroll of destiny, his left arm a staff of money manifesting ledgers, and from his feet sprout vineyards of emeralds, each leaf a different shade, each vine representing a different aspect of Virgo's being. Behind him floats a spiral vault that sings, with the harmony of balance sheets, investments, and timelines. It's a reminder of the cosmic order Virgo brings to the universe. This is more than just an appearance. It's a glimpse into the soul of Virgo. It's a visual representation of his power, his purpose, and Virgo's unwavering commitment to balance, operated by the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, a divine spiritual institution.
I'm telling you, this book is going to be the book that people start talking about years from now when they say, when I first woke up, I read the Black Cube Codex. That's the book that woke me up. You could get that to any Christian. You could get that to any Muslim. You could get that to anybody who is not in the know of these knowledges. And they will read this, and it will activate their cognitive dissonance, and it will make them go on a journey, search and see.
Money magic for all sex workers, hustlers, and gamblers. Luck magic, legal protection magic, and protection from all violence, harm, and police. Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, the sanctuary for the outlaws. We don't judge your hustle, we protect it. Get your wishes granted by Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine today. Contact the number on the screen and send your donations to $GGHMOAD3. GGHMOAD, the church they can't control.
The church that they can't control. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Let me fix my positioning, y'all. Let me fix my position. Oh, let me change my thing. Which one look better? Ooh, that looking good. Ooh, that red. Which one y'all, red or blue? Which one we doing tonight? What we doing tonight? Red or blue? We doing blue, or we doing red? We're gonna go blue. Last time I did red. I did red last time. We're gonna go blue this time. We're gonna do blue. Cause every once in a blue moon, Chakra does to come and show y'all what it do. You understand me? Let me holler at the people in the group. Let me holler at to the people. Doc, PJ Allen, what up, PJ? You know what I'm saying? Shout out, you feel me? The church they can't control. Algorithm God, you already know. Virgo money in the building. Gino, you still ducking this work, Gino. Gino, you still ducking this work. When you gonna come to the school and get the work? When you gonna stop using excuses after excuses? You in Atlanta and Christ is in Atlanta and you ain't come get baptized in the funk of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. See, listen, man. We're gonna run it down, man. We're gonna run it down. I ain't do price. Facebook family in the building. What's good? Instagram family. Facebook and YouTube family in the building right now. Hold on, man. Let me get. Who else? Holler at the boy Gino. Jay Steezers. Jay Steezers. You got all caps there. All praise be to the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. Jay Steezers. You got a caps there. You got all caps there. Doc was him. Kenna in this Doc in the building. All right, and we in the building. All right. So before we begin this very special live, let me make sure that we pray. O Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, the source of all gods and goddesses. O Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, the primordial from which we all derive. O Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, the nothingness that allows all somethings to exist. O Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, for she is all mother, there is none greater than she. O Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, for she is the vastness that allows us all to experience boundaries. O Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, Mother of Ra, the Great Grand Holy Father, the Most High. Great Grand Holy Father Ra, he who created himself from she. Great Grand Holy Father Ra, creator and father of all things, father of all beings. She is his source. Amen. Ra Pata Aum. For you are the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. She is the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. Source of all gods, guide our lives. She is the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. Y'all don't even want to break into the Great Grand Holy Mother album that's about to drop. Got a whole great grand holy mother about to drop her own album, about to drop her album, and that's gonna be wonderful. That's gonna be lit. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be lit. Now I'm not in Atlanta, bro. I live in Houston. I gotta fuck with you for sure. Then when you go to Texas, man. I might not never go nowhere. The way my magic tearing the world up, everything gonna come to me. I ain't gotta go nowhere. Everything gonna flock to me. I am in the era of my highest intention. And your highest intention, when you practice your highest intention, you're activating intentional magic. But when you activate intentional magic at the level that I've got it, you're able to manipulate, bend, travel through, around, up, down, outside of time. Time becomes time becomes your bitch. When you master this time magic, time becomes your bitch. Everybody say they ain't got enough time, but guess what? I do. Anyways, how is everybody doing? Sorry for the low eyes. I'm about to get an even more, it's about to get lower for all everybody who hating on my 420 friendly movement. My 420 friendly movement. So for all the people who are 420 friendly, won't you take a toke of this and we about to get into it. We about to get straight to it. And I just want to say that I told you first. I've been told y'all years ago, then I told y'all months ago, then I told you weeks ago, and now it's here. All right. Doc, let me see. Let me do something. All right, there we go. Now we on. I bet I ain't glitchy no more. Let it work through your system. When you let it work through your system and you inhale it properly, it activates your chakras. A lot of you, if you smoking weed and your chakras don't activate from smoking weed, you just wasted smoking weed. If you smoke weed out of a paper, smoke weed out of a blunt, you are doing yourself a dissatisfaction of the true straight from the plant to lung exercise. All right. So boom, I got something to show y'all. You ready? Here you go. Wait, let me find it. Oh, before I begin, wait a minute. Before I begin, join me and Dwayne McClain TV, DMTV2, and Chakra Doctor is hooking up 12/27/2025, the VR Daydream Experience. You're going to have on your VR goggles. You're going to get the VR Daydream Experience. It's a very, very magical experience. You also going to get that Illuminati lecture with Dwayne McClain, as well as question and answers, meet and greet with Dwayne and I. All you got to do is go right there at the website right there. Um, purchase your tickets. I'm letting you know now. It will be more at the door. You get them now. It's gonna be more at the door. It's gonna be in Union City. Um, I don't like I told you before. I got a few spots. I got a few spots out here, so I'm gonna see which spot is suitable for the amount of crowd that partakes into the event or the ticket. If nobody, I'm not the type of nigga that's gonna throw an event and nobody coming, I'm still throwing the event. No, nobody coming, ain't no event. If people coming, then it's an event. That's how I roll. I'm accountable. Take accountability. So join us. It is cause Dwayne's birthday. We're doing the birthday bash too, cause that day is his birthday as well. So on 12/27/2025 is Dwayne's birthday, is Dwayne and Chakra Doctor's first ever event together, live together, right? It is the premiere of the modality that is specifically only and one of one to our church, which is the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, a legally recognized sovereign entity of ecclesiastical law, right? And we believe at this church, at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, we are not monotheistic, we are polytheistic. That means we believe in multiple gods and goddesses, as well as we believe that definitely males who are able to do such definitely partake into polygamous relationships, especially if you are a spiritual, magical male that's doing a lot. If you're not doing a lot, don't do poly. But if you got a lot going on, poly is your way to go, my brother, because you can't go it alone and you can't trust strangers, right? So you gotta, you gotta start your vetting process right now. The vetting process start right now. You get you one and you just chill with that and let them drop in your lap, bro. Don't go look for nothing. If you gotta go look for it, then it wasn't your, it's not, you're not ready for it yet. If you gotta go look for it, it said, seek and ye shall find, but y'all forgot. That's just the first step of the journey, seeking and finding. Wait a minute, you all that knowledge and wisdom and understanding that you done learn and you know all this stuff I'm talking about, and you still didn't apply that knowledge to something that was gonna equal out into a physical structure or a physical stream of income or a physical reality that other people can partake in, look at, and go copy and paste it into their lives. And now you're creating clones of yourself from what you dedicated into the society. These are all the things that you got to think about, right? So what I was about to say, so the VR daydream experience is going to be a wonderful experience. People ask me, well, what is it like? The best way I could call it, I could call it you putting yourself under a trance of wealth. Your brain thinks 60,000 thoughts per day randomly without your permission. We're able to make sure that at least 30,000 of those thoughts come from a place of intent for you to accomplish your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and magical life goals. Okay? So it is a wonderful experience. Come join us. We're gonna be lit, man. And damn, I must have wanted to get straight into the BS because here I go. Boom. So I keep on. I told you, man, bro. I told you, man. Tell him again.
I told you, we'd be.
I told you. I sure did told you. I told you. See? Let's go down the timeline. Let's go down the timeline, people. Back in the day, where is that? Back when we was, back about 9 months ago in 2024, on this video right here, I told you guys, let me see if you mean you. I told y'all that this effect right here, this is a magical effect. And I told y'all the reason why Trump is in office is because a young, good old black guy was in a cubby hole in Atlantis doing magic the likes of this world has ever seen and was able to get this ref slid in, even though, remember, it's this player versus this player on the chessboard of the WWE. But just because it's WWE don't mean you can't root for a side, or don't mean, hey, this side of the WWE is better than that side of the WWE. It's the WWE, but they got two sides to the WWE. Really three sides if you want to be technical. If you want to be technical, it's really three sides to the WWE. Three sides to the WWE. So I told y'all about the Trump effect. And I said, when he get in office, my trumpet is gonna start blowing. And when my trumpet start blowing, what I told you gonna happen when my trumpet start blowing? I told you that what? Satan's world was gonna burn. I've been told y'all. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, Chad. 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 I told you, Satan's world will burn. And you know how I know? You know how I know Satan's world was gonna burn? Because I'm the fire sign that lit. I ain't gotta say no. Because I'm the fire sign that lit. Mm-hmm. That's why Satan's world burned. Because the fire sign did it. Okay. And then after that, I told y'all what? It was who versus who? I told you. It was the what versus the what. You see it right here. Go look at that video, wonderful video. 5 months ago, I told you it is these people versus these people sitting at this chessboard with these pieces. It's these people with these people sitting at this chessboard with these pieces. I told y'all that, right? Trust me, man. Just trust me. Trust me. I'm about to drive it home for you, right? Told you that, right? Boom. And I also told you this, that we, the black people, are under a, you know, word, the SP, and you can spell the rest of the word. I said that we be the lack. This is why we be the most impoverished, right? I told y'all this, and I said, and the reason why it's like that, because everybody always, because black people, I run into so I talk to a lot of black people about these things, and a lot of black people like, yeah, I wonder why black people like that. Why black people can't come together? Why black people always killing each other? Why black people always doing this? Why black people always doing that? And I keep on telling y'all, because black people are under that right there. I keep telling y'all that, right? Black people are under that right there. You see? Black people under that right there. Wait a minute. Wait. Now I'm about to land. Let's land a plane. Let's land a plane. You ready? I told you I was going to burn it down. I told you I was going to dismantle it. I told you I was going to get rid of it, right? And there's always evidence. You know I'm the receipt man. You know I'm the receipt man. Okay? I don't know if this has been coming across y'all timeline. I don't know if it's been coming across y'all timeline, but it's been coming across mine. You ready? Hit it. Where my evidence at? Here we go. Let's go.
Hollywood's now struggling to even exist. Senior national correspondent Brian Enton now with us with a roadmap to bring it back. Hi, Brian.
Wait. We're going to get into the whole thing. That boy said Hollywood is struggling to even exist. Ooh. We keep running, man, we be running, and we 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 running to the finish line. And we running to the finish line with the Zaza on us. Running to the finish line with the Zaza on us. Wait, I told you. Where my I told you, man, at? One more again.
I told you we'd be dead.
I told you we be, okay? So let's get into the nitty gritty. I just wanted to do that before we begin this exhortation. Let's go.
Hollywood's now struggling to even exist. Senior national correspondent Brian Enton now with us with a roadmap to bring it back. Hi, Brian.
Yeah, Leland, some of it's just crazy when you go there. I went to Hollywood to check it out, learned that it is cheaper in many cases to send an entire movie crew, the actors, all of the crew, the makeup artists, fly them halfway around the world, put them up in housing, shoot there. It's cheaper to do that than to shoot one day in LA, I was told. And when you walk around some of the old movie lots, it's just depressing. There's really almost nothing going on, Leland.
The troubled streets of show business and the unemployed, bringing Hollywood to its knees, some living in cars and struggling.
I've lost my job. It's everything. It's family, it's community, it's where I've worked for almost the last 30 years.
Stats show Hollywood is dead. California's COVID lockdowns, fires, high taxes, streamers and YouTube. TV shoots are down more than 50%. So how bad is it out here in LA? I'm about to get onto a major movie studio backlot to check it out. No one on the outside is supposed to see this, but I walked around and it was like a ghost town. I didn't see anyone. Workers told me it used to be bustling here with actors and crew, but now these sound stages are empty. I was just walking around one of the studio lots out here, right outside the car here, and it's just dead. I mean, there's no one there. Everything is empty. There's not even anyone really walking around. What do you think is going on here?
Yeah, well, it was like that when I left to come over to Italy to work on film, and it was already like an episode of The Twilight Zone. You know, places were deserted, and for more than one reason. What's going on there? Well, the industry is dying there.
I spoke with Academy Award-winning actor and director Mel Gibson, who's in Italy filming the sequel to The Passion of the Christ. He says it's much less expensive to shoot movies halfway around the world, which was the case on another one of his recent movie shoots.
It was cheaper, more cost-effective to fly the entire American crew, buy them air tickets, fly them to Bulgaria, house them, feed them for 3 days, and do the shooting there for 3 days rather than to just shoot for 1 day locally in Los Angeles where they all lived.
Closer to home, states like Georgia and Texas have attracted movie makers with incentives, Texas giving productions $150 million a year. California Governor Gavin Newsom did sign a new film and TV tax credit, but many industry insiders say it's yet to make a difference, especially with aggravating factors like California's cost of living and the fires. I was out there with you at your house, sad site there that burned down during the fires.
Yeah.
Do you think, I mean, will you come back to LA? Will this be your home forever, or are you just done with it?
I'm not done with it. I mean, look, my heart is there. I think it's a beautiful state. Unfortunately, it's just been mismanaged in the worst possible way by our present administration.
And Gavin Newsom, Leland, seems to be trying. I mean, he increased the tax incentives from $330 million to $750 million.
Ain't no try. Ain't no trying. Ain't no trying. You know, yeah, it's really, really, really going down. And has anybody in here ever watched Black Clover? Has anybody in here ever watched Black Clover? Black Clover, the anime series on Netflix. Has anybody in here watched Black Clover? I'm talking about really watching. I ain't talking about glanced at it and you think, but actually know, like watch Black Clover and know it. Has anybody in here did that? Let me know. But it's kind of like Black Clover, right? Where, you know, it's like Julius Novo Chronos times 10 on some stuff. You feel me? Because even in Black Clover, Julius Novo Chronos, he was only able to change short amounts of time. But what if one is able to change big chunk, large amount of time? I'm talking about centuries, millennia type times. What will happen then for the present time? What will happen in the present time to make that timeline shift and match the timeline change that happened centuries ago? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm exposing, freeing, and correcting past timelines, meaning the people who are villains in this timelines, that gets changed. Why? Because we go change the past timeline and they never get to be the villain. They never get to be the person that introduced this, that, or the third that ruined the society. They never get to be that person. Why? Because the timeline deletes their bloodline. Once a bloodline gets deleted, time shifts drastically. So this is why I tell everybody, if y'all want to time travel and time shift, and every time we do it at this big of a scale, a major Mandela effect happens. Once again, the VR daydream experience, Once we all do this together and go timeline shifting together. So what's the benefit of the VR daydream experience? The first benefit of the VR daydream experience is the ability to time jump, timeline shift, and then all of them are different too. Time jump, timeline shift, time loop, okay? Speed forward, or you can go backward. That's called backwards time and forward time. And also mastering the present, the power of now. Also mastering the power of now. Hold on, let me make sure. Bob. What it do, what it does, Chakra, hey, love gang. What up, Liddy Carolina? What up, most hated bronze? What's going on, man? We breaking some things down to him. I'm explaining to him who, what, when, where, how, and why Hollywood has fallen. All right, so now that we got that, but why is Hollywood falling? Is great grand holy mother just picking on Hollywood, or is great grand holy mother chastising Hollywood, or punishing Hollywood, or judging Hollywood? Which one is she doing? Well, from the looks of what I've seen, I think she might be. I think she might be doing a little judgment, a little punishment, little this, little that. Who remember? Now remember, because y'all everybody talking about this rat stuff. This rat this, this rat that, this rat this, this rat that. But they introduced the rat culture with this right here, and nobody seen it but me. But I took a screenshot of it, and I made sure that you can take a screenshot of it right now. And what is this? This is the rapper you guys know as 6ix9ine. The rapper you guys know as 6ix9ine, he signed his Illuminati deal, right? With the whatever you like to call them, whatever you like to call that group, right? He signed his deal with that group, and DJ Academics, his brother in arms, posted it as factual proof on the what? On the internet. Why? Because the internet is where the magic lives. Wholehearted. They got so many man, there's so many pockets and world of magic on the internet. You haven't even tapped into it because you're too under the spell of scrolling. But what is a scroll? A scroll is a magical parchment that you read a spell on. Okay? So, and it says right here, he said he just sold his soul. Screenshot it. Screenshot it. Hold on, let me take the banner off real quick so that you can see it fully. Let me take the banner off real quick. Boom, there you go right there. There you go right there, man. See, remember, they told you the internet is undefeated. Didn't they tell you that the internet is undefeated? We got the receipts, and this was what, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. We got the receipts of how it all started and got him the first successful or semi-successful, snitch was who? 6ix9ine. And look, it was only 5 years ago he was introduced. And look, the whole culture has embraced selling their souls to the police and selling their fellow brother drug dealers out to the police, knowing that this is a scam because the CIA floods the CIA floods American streets with cartel poisons. And you want to take John Q. Public to jail for selling the poison that you put here? And then on top of that, not only that, listen, not only did you put the drugs here, the illegal street drugs here, and flooded certain communities because we know this world and this America was built on what? RACISIT. Find out what it means to me. It was built on that. So now, analyzing this, you have to realize that we live in a false world because RACIST doesn't exist. You know what really exists? You know what exists? Energy, magic, and money. Magic and money. But what is real money? We're not talking about no dollar. We're not talking about no reptile skin dollar. We're not talking about a reptile skin dollar. No, I'm talking about what is the, can anybody tell me, what is the real money? What is real money? Somebody tell me what is real money before I get mad. Can somebody in the chat tell me what is real money before I get mad? Because y'all supposed to know what real money is. And it ain't no in God we trust. And it ain't no reptile skin dollar. It ain't no reptile skin dollar. What is money? Can anybody tell me? Harry Walsh, wrong. Maserati Mike, wrong. They all wrong. But y'all right at the same time. You know why? Because this what we're talking about is energy. This what we're talking about is water, made of water, right? Somebody said, what is real money? Somebody said time is money. No. Time is just a representation and a tool that money uses to express herself. Ooh, Mason Kinsey. What the right answer? What the right answer? There y'all go. See, this is what I'm gonna tell y'all how all y'all was right and all y'all was wrong at the same time. You ready? Because people are energy. We're made of water. People, right? We do have chakras. We are the chakras, right? People, we are time beings. We are in these bodies for a time being. We are a being of time, held in the constraints of these bodies, held down by time, right? Wait a minute. People, we're the one who are able to pay attention. People, we're the one who are the currency. We have a heart that beats and it flows the blood, and the blood is currently flowing, creating an auric field that transmits and transmutes and emits currency. This is why you gotta watch what you think. This is why you gotta watch what you say, because that current will go and create a pathway for you, be it positive or negative, and you better be ready. You better be ready. You better be ready for the rush. You better be ready for the drip. You better be ready for whatever comes because you attracted it. But a lot of people go around saying, so I attracted that bank robbery. Oh, so I attracted that car, my car getting stolen. Okay, so I attracted somebody assaulted me. Yes, you just didn't know it. Yes, you just didn't know it. Yes, man, listen, I'm gonna show you some real shit. You ready for the real shit? This the real shit. Check this out. This the real shit. I'm about to give you some game. I'm talking about game that niggas can't give you because they ain't been here before. Once you realize that every single thing that you've been through in life, you pre-chose it before you got here. It was chosen for you before you got here. And a big part of the chosen for you was you choosing it. You the one that chose your mama and daddy. You the one that chose your sister and brother. You the one that chose your girlfriends. You the one that, why? Why? Because they always tell you that you've been here before. They always tell you that you've been here before. They always tell you that you've been here before, right or wrong. Right or wrong. You let them trick you into YOLO. You let them trick you into YOLO, but they always said that we've been here before, but we let them trick us into YOLO. We didn't seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. Ask and it shall be given unto thee. We didn't study to show thyself approved. We didn't put in all of the motherfucking work that it takes to make everything that we desire and that we want possible. We wanted something for nothing. When something, no. The universal law says you gotta make something out of nothing. You ain't no such thing as something for nothing. You gotta make something out of nothing. And if you don't know how to make something out of nothing, then guess what? You are mismanaging your rights to choose, right? It's a loop like a video game. Well, I'm gonna say this. All loops are able to be broken. All video games are able to be reset. I'll say that. All loops are able to be broken. That's called breaking generational curses. And all video games are able to be reset. Remember, I told you this. If you ain't out here, look, if you ain't out here with the hustle, on the grind, you ain't executing, don't speak. Keep your head down and keep on working until you're able to speak. Don't speak. Just keep your head down and keep on moving until you're able to speak. But I guarantee you one thing for certain and two things for sure. If you analyze and just pull the shades back and analyze these truths, I'm telling you, analyze these things, go research them for yourself, you'll see, oh no, Doc wasn't tripping. Doc was really giving us the game. Doc was really giving us the real live game of life. All right? So who is Manny George? Listen, I don't trust nobody who ain't got a profile. Salute. I don't trust nobody who ain't got a profile, nigga. What you scared of? You scared somebody gonna see you, find out who you really is, nigga? Oh, Lord. But so bam. So now we understand that selling your soul stuff is real. He hitting them with the finger of God. Hit them with the 1 point finger of God. After you hit him with the 1 point finger of God, he said, I'm selling my soul for 7.5. 7 plus 5 is 12. You got 12 zodiac signs. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 is the magic number. Trinity code, Trinity force, Trinity source, Trinity magic. 3, 3, 3, 3. That triangle offense. Okay? And the reason why Hollywood is falling is because you took my black men and you turned them into this. That's violation of universal law. That's violation of the laws of nature. Because you took my young black men, my young black gods, and turned them into this, for that you shall fall. Hollywood. Oh, I forgot. Hollywood has already fallen. I'm just telling you why it fell. I'm just telling you why it fell, YSL. YSL, the reason why Hollywood is falling is because they turned my black men into this. You turn my black men in the name of the great grand holy mother of all divine, you turn my black men into yags. You turn my black men. You took God and reversed him and turned him into a dog and wonder why they called you bitch. No, no, no. By the way of the scarab beetle, you shall meet your fate for such a crime against nature. In the name of the great grand holy mother of all divine, we delete all bloodlines who are in support of our black men looking like this. If you are in support of black men looking like this, you need to unalive yourself. If you are in support of black men looking like this, you need to unalive yourself. If you are in support of black men looking like this, your time is coming. One day you're going to see that you are going against the grain, because one day the grain will go against you. One day you're going to see that you are going against the grain, because the grain is going to go against you. Because you turn my black men into women, you shall fall. So Hollywood, don't say woe is me. Yeah, y'all better live out y'all call. Yeah, Tinseltown better be empty or it's going to be a spanking. Gonna be a spanking, Sheen. It's gonna be a spanking, Sheen. You fuck around with the fuck around, you gonna fuck around and get fucked around, Sheen. For those that know, let them know. For those that don't, ignorance is bliss. Because you turn my black man, because you turn my black man into beasts. Here's wisdom. Let he who has wisdom let he who has understanding calculate the number of beasts. For his number is 666, and that number is a man. Because you have turned black gods and degraded them into men, Hollywood, you shall fall. But who is Hollywood? Can anybody tell me who is Hollywood, people? I'll wait for that one. Who is Hollywood? While I read these comments. Who is Hollywood? Let me know. Oh, sorry. Who is Hollywood? All right, let me see. Nigga say you look like your mom. Look like nigga say you look like Sierra. Oh, don't do that to her. Don't do that to him, bro. That's mental illness. That's not beauty of nature. Madness has gone. He's desperate. He's desperate, bro. He's wearing, man, he doing too much. He's desperate. This is how you know. This is how you know he is fighting to stay alive. They brought him Mariah the Scientist, his better half, brought him on stage. Whole crowd got quiet, started booing, hitting him with the boo boo. No, 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 no. You can't do that to Gunna and use a bigger nigga. You call Gunna, man, Gunna a mice. Gunna is a mice. You are a neutral. You are a neutral rat. You are a neutral. You the one that sit down there with Chipotle and your favorite burrito and your favorite taco, and you telling them all the business. 2 hours, I know you got thirsty. I know you got hungry. I know you had to use the bathroom. I know you had to smoke a cigarette. I know you wanted to smoke a blunt. I know you wanted to do something. 2 hours talking to the man, you was running your mouth like your mouth couldn't stop talking. And you got the nerve. This is why everybody mad at you, Tucker. You got the nerve to chastise the streets for the same thing that you know for a fact that you was doing behind closed doors. Then on top of that, you try to, bro, you try to ruin another black man's career. You try to ruin another black man's career. Look at you talking about some, man, this nigga told on me. So you trying to tell me he told on you, and when he went home making them albums, when he went home making all that music, you ain't get no money off that music he making? He signed to your label, and you trying to tell me Gunna didn't go home and start making money off that music that you make? I'm getting off the subject, but I had to talk about it. This is why Hollywood is faulty. In Atlanta, rumor has it, they call y'all Black Hollywood. This bitch gonna fall too, nigga. I don't got no pics. I ain't got no pics. I ain't got no choosers, nigga. If y'all trafficking the whoop-de-woo and y'all doing all of the, if you are enemy of the great grand holy mother of all divine, the mother earth, mother nature, karma, life, whatever, if you're an enemy of that, if you are a human, you know what, if you like to read PDF files, if you like to read PDF files, if you like to eat grapes, you like to eat grapes? Oh yeah, you like to eat grapes? Come here, I got a whole fruit salad for you, nigga. Come here, nigga. Come here, come here, come here. Pew, pew. Come here. You like to eat grapes for all my grape eaters out there. Mm-hmm. Right? If you like to go to the races and watch the horse go to the races, and you like to bet on the races, we got a spot for you. If you are with the church of Satan, if you are with the church of Saturn, if you're with the church of Satan, off with your head. Yeah, we gonna talk some sports, so let's talk some sports. If you are a necrophile, if you with the necrophile, you know that you go not necromancy, necrophily cheesesteaks. Put the rest on, you know. If you with that, so those are the 7 things we shun. Those are the 7 things that we shun right there. If you are an enemy, a human trafficker, a pedophile, a rapist, a racist, a Satanist, or a necrophiliac, off with your head, bro. We ain't playing no game. That's how we come in at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. Hold on, man. Boom. All right, some people answer. All right, y'all had answered. Okay. So who? Okay, so peep this, Chakra. They praise Baphomet, right? As above, so below. I think Willow is really the boy, and Jaden. Who cares? Who cares if Willow is really the boy and Jaden the girl? You know what? You know what grandmother cares about? The fact that you had enough audacity and gumption to do it. Oh, you want to have enough audacity and gumption to switch and invert and twist my holy nature that I created as the balance of the multiverse? Okay, grandson, I'm about to come pay you a visit. I'm about to come pay you a visit. You not exempt from the will. Oh, somebody. So who is Hollywood? We know Hollywood. She said Hollywood is created by those fake. No, no. Hollywood is not created by them. Hollywood is created by just who they said it's created by. Hollywood is created by who they said it was created by. Saturn. Hollywood is created by just who they said. Go look it up. Saturn is the god of the holly tree. Hollywood. The holly tree is called the Hollywood. Saturn, aka Set, aka Yahweh, aka Allah, aka Jesus, Krishna, Buddha, Brahma. He is the god of the holly tree. The holly tree represents him. Him. This is why the reason why they call it Hollywood, because they do weird stuff and they always trying to, oh, that's weird, that's weird, that's weird, that's weird. Man, y'all gotta start reading in between the lines, bro. That's a language that they speaking. And if you don't know how to understand it, man, life would get crazy as I drink the smoothie. The greatest smoothie in the world. Hold up. So look, now we know why Hollywood falling. Wait a minute. Stop. Wait a minute. I ain't finished. Check this out. What you think about this?
Mainstream media, including Hollywood, is in free fall. Will celebrities and CNN anchors be any good at flipping burgers? Last week, a new report estimated Hollywood's audience has dropped by nearly half since COVID, with inflation-adjusted box office dropping from $14 billion in 2019 to just over $8 billion. The collapse crushed studio profits down an estimated 75%. And it's going to get worse. AI can already generate short videos. We're probably 2 or 3 years away from muggles being able to create studio-quality films with a one-page AI prompt sitting in their mother's basement. It's even more glorious in mainstream media. 127 newspapers closed last year, with journalist jobs down 75% since their peak. MSNBC's audience is down 30% in a year. CNN is down 56%. In fact, the combined audience of MSNBC and CNN is now 1.2 million, which is 1 in 200 Americans. To give a flavor, election night 2016 had 71 million cable viewers. In 2020, it was 57 million. By last year, it was just 42 million. So 29 million viewers have fled. The median viewer at CNN is now 67 years old. At MSNBC, it is 71. Nearly 6 million Americans canceled their cable last year, while an upcoming pharma ban could wipe out 1 in 4 ad minutes. The industry is now desperately trying to shrink into its audience. Last year, there were 15,000 announced media layoffs. Paramount laid off 3.5%. The Washington Post fired 4% of its workers. Both CNN and woke Disney fired 6%. CNN and MSNBC are now on the auction block, while CBS was just bought by a pro-Trump group who will remove all DEI and dedicate themselves to viewpoint diversity. What's driving it is 2 things: social media and going woke. A recent study found the majority of Americans now get their news from social media, while just 1 in 3 get it mainly from TV. In 2008, as in before social media, 55% of Americans got their news from TV. In 1995, as in before the internet, it was 72%. The second factor, of course, is entertainment went woke, jamming left-wing propaganda down viewers' throats. while trying and failing to gaslight voters into the progressive utopia. According to Gallup, trust in mass media is now the lowest in 50 years, with only 31% of Americans saying they trust mainstream media. So what's next? Brought to you by I Trust Capital. The internet and social media were existential threats to our communist media oligarchy, and they responded by shooting themselves in both feet, going woke. It is encouraging.
Well, it is painfully obvious that something supernatural is taking place right in front of our eyes. And if you're distracted on the hamster wheel going to work, distracted on the hamster wheel going to school, distracted on the hamster wheel going to jail, distracted on the hamster wheel always in the hospital, distracted on the hamster wheel, always busy and preoccupied, can't raise your children, always on the hamster wheel. They got us on the hamster wheel. People, they got people on hamster wheels, and we let them do it. And we let them do it. But the cord is being cut. And because that cord is being cut, we need to let that cord dissolve, that cord cut dissolve, and do like an umbilical cord and wither away. You dig? That's what we need to do. Let it wither away. Umbilical cord, we etherically and we declare that we are cutting ourselves off from the influence of the you know who, the sixth planet from the sun. Okay? That's what I'll call it from here on out. Okay? A real magical battle is going on here, people. And I got the cheat code. I'm Bruce Lee knocking the ass off. And then Bruce Lee turns into Goku, and hit them with the and then Goku turns into motherfucker Mitsan Kibutsuji in the Infinity Castle. Boom, you feel me? Yeah, Demon Slayer. Boom. Hit him with that water power, seventh form. Yeah. Yeah, you tripping. Hitting them with that time magic, infinite form. Busting them up. Really going down in real life. It's really going down in these magical streets in real life like Sam and Dean and niggas is at. Man, niggas is on a hamster wheel. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about white folks, Hispanic folks, Asian folks. It don't matter what your race is. Anybody can be a nigga because a nigga is what? Never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. But just because you never ignorant getting goals accomplished doesn't mean your ass ain't on a hamster wheel going to work every day during the hours of the solar energy time deception grid. What are the hours of the solar energy time deception grid? 9 to 5. Did you know between the hours of 9 to 5, your body burns the most calories, your body uses the most energy, your body thinks the most thoughts, your body comes up with the most ideas, your body wants to be active and does the most things during the hours of 9 to 5. You know that, right? Your body wants to do everything between those hours. Those are special 8 hours for the body right there. But guess what we do with those hours? Hamster wheel. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with the hamster wheel. I'm saying, hey, you got to work to get off the hamster wheel. The best way to work to get off the hamster wheel? Magic. Magic. Hands down. So, we at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of all Divine. We have a book of wishes. There's only one book. When I fill it up, when I burn it, there will never be no more book of wishes again. But right now, as a promotional and marketing tool to solidify her church, the Great Grand Holy Mother is allowing me to grant wishes in her name. You donate to the church, And your wish, she will grant your wish. I ain't got nothing to do with it. It's all on her. She gonna grant your wish. If you're trying, somebody came and tried to win and said, hey, I'm trying to win the lottery, $365,000 a year, $1,000 a day. I want to win that particular lottery, $1,000 a day, $365,000 a year. So you want Great Mother to manifest $365,000 a year for you. He said, yeah. I said, how much do you have to put into the offering? He said, $300. I said, nigga, is you stupid? What do you think this is? I said, Great Mother will turn that 300 into 3,000. And she'll turn your 3,000 into 30,000. And she'll turn your 30,000 into 300,000. And she'll turn your 300,000 into 3 million. And she'll turn your 3 million into 30 million. And your 30 million into 300 million. And your 300 million into 3 billion. She'll do that for you. But key word, she took your shit and flipped it for you. She ain't just give you no shit that you didn't earn. So, make sure you get your wishes granted by the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of all divine. Hollywood has fallen. Everybody going crazy. Did I miss anything to tell y'all? Hold up. Oh, yeah, look. So, boom. Let me hurry up before so I can wrap it up. So, Mike Epps was running his mouth to Kai Cenat, revealing secrets on stream. And to me, in my opinion, this is their way. They're using Kai Cenat to recruit a whole new army of people to be a part of this newly structured, decimated secret society. They think they're gonna succeed, but you know, every roach fights to the last breath until you crush it. Right?
Many examples in the Bible about people. Those were all characters that are being relived right now. We're reliving the Bible right now. Each and every last one of us are characters in God's movie.
Wow.
And he's the director.
Wow.
It's his script. It's his play. He say cut. He say action. He cut the lights out on the screen. He cut the lights on. So we just have to play our parts, man. You know? And a lot of times people don't want to accept their part.
You say you preaching on the hamster wheel. Listen, I used to be on the hamster wheel, right? And I didn't even know I was on the hamster wheel until it was time for me to get off the hamster wheel. Because I wanted to do something while I was on the hamster wheel and I couldn't do it. And that showed me that, oh, I'm on a hamster wheel. So I did what was necessary to get off the hamster wheel. But just because I'm off the hamster wheel don't mean I'm not in the hamster cage with the rest of the hamsters. I'm in the hamster cage with the rest of the hamsters. I'm just not on the wheel. I'm trying to coach the other hamsters how to get off the wheel. So when the experiment come back and they look into the cage, they're gonna say all the hamsters stop their hamster wheel. I wonder why. Type shit. Can you do a him movie review? What that is? A him? What that movie is? Him movie review. Him. I wonder is there some type of spell they trying to put us under? He him. You know that's one of them pronouns. You know they them he him and all that shit. Harry Ross said it hasn't come out yet. Oh, okay. Oh. Well, they got to tell you the truth. So they're always putting out films. So that's why Marlon Wayans was on Casa, right? Because I just seen Marlon Wayans, and Marlon Wayans is the funniest Wayne brother. Marlon Wayans is the funniest Wayne brother. He was on Carson Knott show acting like a weirdo. You didn't see when Marlon Wayans was on Mafia Dawn. 55-year-old man acting like kids with 20-something-year-olds. I ain't saying nothing wrong with it. I'm saying this is their culture. Cause not been bred for this, bro. Whoever think these streamers are not with the shits, y'all are sadly mistaken. Streamers, Casanat is the biggest. Even though I show speed, ready? Why you think all the celebrities ain't fucking with I show speed? I show speed got a bigger following. I show speed got more followers. He got more everything. But why you think all the celebrities fuck with Kai? Why you think all of the top big dog celebrities? Name a top big dog. What, the most top big dog celebrity right now is who? Kim Kardashian? And she on, who's more high power than Kim Kardashian? Who's more high power in Hollywood than Kim Kardashian? Than the Kardashian clan? No, Kai didn't pop out of nowhere. I watched that little nigga do his little come up thing. He didn't pop out of nowhere. He did his little rituals. He dressed. He did the homosexual ritual. He dressed the part. He did all that. Yeah, he did all of the yag stuff. He did all of the funny stuff before they let him through the door. And then they created a scenario. They created a scenario, and it went viral. He got it out the mud, and it went viral. But it was all planned from the jump. WWE. Speed came up with Aiden Ross. All of them came through Aiden Ross. That's how Kai came up. Kai came up because the Jewish guy, Aiden Ross, had a dating show, like matchmaking, dating type show on his stream. And Kai used to beg him to come on stream and try to hook him up on a date. And that's how that started. And Aiden started letting Kai on there frequently. And Aiden Ross, the young little Jewish kid that just put the ritual on Charleston White. He all on stream in front of everybody talking about how he hit Charleston White in the fought box. He on stream talking about how he done ran in Charleston White fought box, like literally got all of Charleston White's fart strain on his dangalang, like jangalang. And he said it on live stream. And Charleston White looking at him like, man, you exposing me like that, bro? Right. I would have bat the piss out Aiden playing with me like that. Don't play with me like that, little boy. I'll bat the piss out you. Kai was background for AMP at first. Well, remember, the AMP shit didn't start until Kai became famous. We're talking about how did Kai become famous. Kai became famous because of Aiden Ross, the Jewish guy who is still popping to this day, the Jewish guy that had Donald Trump on his stream. The Jewish kid that had Donald Trump on his stream. Man had the president, Aiden Ross had the president of the United States on his stream. Any questions? Any questions? That's why I say it's WWE. What is this Jewish kid allowing Donald Trump to come on the stream? If they're not landing, if the J people were people and the W word people ain't laying in bed together. They laying in bed together but stabbing each other in the back, having a war while they laying in bed. They laying in bed together going to war. It's crazy. But when you look at why this thing is falling, the reason why it's falling because the God of Hollywood has fallen. But y'all don't understand it yet. Y'all don't understand. In a minute, In a minute, NASA and all them people that do all the astronomy and looking in the sky gonna start saying, where has Saturn? What happened to Saturn? Where has Saturn gone? He has been let loose. Remember? And we shall let him loose. Nah, he ain't been let loose. He has been taken, paddy wagon off to somewhere far, far away from here. But think about this here. He was let loose for 1,000 years. Always remember this. You thought the 1,000 years that when the devil gonna be released from his chains and plague the earth for another 1,000 years. Do you know we're at the end of that 1,000 years? Y'all think the 1,000 years didn't even happen yet, but we're at the end of the actual 1,000 years that the devil was gonna come and try to fool man one more time before he gets dragged off to hell. That's a real true story. The only part about it is you think that God and the devil are not one and the same being. You think that Yahweh is not Saturn. You think that Set is not Saturn, so therefore it doesn't click for you. But I'm here to make it click for you. Set, Yahweh, Saturn is the God, is the big dragon that we talk about in Revelation. When he said, and the beast shall be let out for 1,000 years to tempt man again, that 1,000 years has already perspired and it ended what? If I want to, if I'm, and it ended this year, 2025. This is why the world. This is why his worlds started to burn. This is why the world started to burn. This is why everybody started to turn on him. This is why everything. This is why London Bridge is falling out. This is why the CIA gonna get exposed. This is why the NSA gonna get exposed. This is why. Listen, something about to happen so big. Even the government itself can't stop it from exposing them. Something's gonna happen so big that even the government itself is not gonna be able to stop what's about to happen. This magic is about to literally lift up the rug and the underbelly of America, and you American bubble walking in your bubble, going to eat your fast food. Your bubbles are about to be burst, and you are gonna be disgusted with yourselves that you allowed yourself and to let this continue for such a long time, so much so that it put us at a disadvantage that we need to correct. And I guarantee you, nobody gonna be able to doubt that she is all. Man, ain't bro. Great grand holy mother is gonna expose the Orion queens. Great grand holy mother is gonna expose Set and his archons. Great grand holy mother is gonna expose the reptilians. Great Grand Holy Mother is going to expose the Moors. Great Grand Holy Mother is going to expose the Freemasons. And Great Grand Holy Mother is going to expose all enemies, human traffickers, pedophiles, rapists, racists, Satanists, and necrophiliacs. And then she is going to free up the information that they've been hoarding. She's going to free up the wealth that they've been hoarding. She's going to free up the knowledge that they've been hoarding. She's going to free up the resources that they've been hoarding. And the meek shall inherit the earth, and the last shall be first, and the first shall be last. We already living in these last days. Remember, they told you it's the last day. The last day is what? The last days of the 1,000 years that the dragon gets released upon earth to test man. Y'all think that didn't happen yet. It has already happened yet. You about to listen to Mike. What do you say? We live in the Bible. We Bible characters, and we're living out the Bible. Check it out.
Many examples in the Bible about people. Those were all characters that are being relived right now. We're reliving the Bible right now. Each and every last one of us are characters in God's movie.
Wow.
And he's the director.
Wow.
It's his script. It's his play. He say cut. He say action. He cut the lights out on the. He cut the lights on. So we just have to play our parts, man. You know, and a lot of times people don't want to accept their part.
How many times I've been telling y'all this though? How many times I done told y'all this? With soulless humans walking among us, the entire hierarchy pyramid from top to bottom is about to be, it's already been flipped. You just ain't feel the, it's already been flipped. You just ain't, you know how when a car ride past you, after it ride past you and get past you, you feel the wind from the car? Yeah, it already done flipped. You just ain't feel the wind yet. That's it. It's called the windfall. It already flipped. I told you it flipped when it really took a flip. You ready? When these are the things that let you know the key flip, and I can remember them verbatim. When Trump got in on the first go round, that was the beginning of the flip. When all of the black conscious community, black men started getting exposed and going to jail for sexual misconduct, when all, and I knew it had flipped when the red pill arrived. When the red pill arrived, I said, oh, we had it all wrong. We thought it was a brotherhood that was controlling everything. Oh no, the real controllers that really control us is a cabal of females. Most of them are goddesses and malevolent goddesses. They call them dark goddesses, dark god, you know, and I can't say dark because dark is the wrong word. Malevolent is better. Malevolent, intended goddesses who are defactors and rebelled and rebelled against the great grand holy mother's sacred feminine laws and universal codes and commandments. And Beyonce told you who run the world, and then James Brown told you this is a man's world, but it don't mean nothing without a. So you got to understand that females are the chaos and men are the order. And they told you that Novus Order Cyclone. No, then they told you that order out of chaos. The order shall come out of the chaos. Well, where do men come from? Men come from out of women, and we are the order that orders their chaos, right? So understanding the yin and the yang ebb and flow of the sacred feminine, and it has already flipped. It flipped when? 2012. It flipped in 2012 when that Mayan calendar ended and the age of Aquarius began. Flipped. We are just feeling the wind from the flip. We're just feeling the wind. It's already flipped. There are those of us who are already living 5D lives already. What is a 5D life? Do you have to pay for your rent? Do you have to pay for, if you still gotta pay rent and you still gotta pay car notes, you're not 5D yet. You're not 5D. Understanding what's going on. Understanding what's going on, bro. You know when I know when it really flipped? When all 15 of them billionaires got unalived in like 60 months. In 60 days. It took me 60 months to complete the magic for it, but that's how I got it, and then I said that soon as it had like 60 something people. That's crazy. But understanding that the reason why Hollywood is falling is because their timeline. I'm literally am Julius Novochronos from Black Clover. But none of y'all, that's crazy. 55 people, 65 people in here. Ain't nobody seen Black Clover? Don't none of y'all watch anime? Don't none of y'all seen Demon Slayer? Nobody seen Demon Slayer. Nobody seen Black Clover. Y'all lame for that one, bro. Y'all lame. Y'all lame for that one, bro. One Piece ain't fucking with no mother. One Piece ain't messing with first look at top slot. This is top anime of all time. Let's go, bro. Let's go. First and foremost, the top anime of all time comes from my generation. The top anime of all time comes from my generation. Every anime wants to be this one anime, nigga. And what's that anime? Come on, y'all. Spit it out with me. Spit it out with me. Which anime everybody wanna be like? Spit it out, women. Which anime everybody want to be like One Piece copy off of them? Everybody copy off of this one anime. Okay then. Preach, church. We here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother, all we know what's up with that Dragon Ball Z, with them 7 Dragon Balls representing them 7 chakras, and that dragon represents the Kundalini, and it starts off as a primate, a big old motherfucking Godzilla primate guy, and they show you how big we used to be in that big old tree of life, and they show you how big the tree of life used to be on Earth. Yeah. Top anime of my time is Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball was straight. I've been on Black. All right, since you've been on Black Clover, I'm telling them, spiritual flow, since you've been on Black Clover, I am Julius Novachronos, the Wizard King. And I have this and I got this guy on my team who just so happened to be Asta, the anti-magic wielder. Think about that for me real quick. You feel me? That's the analogy I could. That's the best analogy I could give you. I am Julius Novachronos, the Wizard King, and I just and I got I got 12 nights, magical nights. I got 12 different groups of magical nights, and one of my groups, my misfit magical nights, they're called the Black Bulls. You feel me? And one of the members of the Black Bulls, his name is Asta, and he has the power to wield anti-magic, the like that we've never seen before in life. And he's a rookie. He don't even know shit yet. Just imagine when he get to knowing shit. He a rookie. He don't even know shit yet. Just imagine when he get to knowing shit. He gonna be able to tell you everybody want to be a Super Saiyan. Everybody want to be Goku. Goku is hands down the number one. Goku is the Michael Jackson of anime. What are you talking about? Let's be realistic here. Goku is the Michael Jackson. Goku is the Michael Jordan. Goku is the Mike Tyson. He all 3 mics in one. Goku is that's a rap. Ain't no, they compare, nigga, they got Goku fighting Superman. They got Goku, yeah, Goku, boy, don't play no games. Man. You feel me? So understanding that analogy, the people with that mentality that came up under that Goku mentality, the hyperbolic time chamber. When I was young, I really believed in the hyperbolic time chamber, dog. I really believed in I believed in a hyperbolic time chamber. Period. They go in the hyperbolic time chamber, the motherfucking gravity is turned all the way up, and they can't move because the gravity is turned up, and they got a train in the hyperbolic time chamber moving on fast until they can move regular, normal. And I swear to God, I do that to this right now. We do that right now. It's called the VR Daydream experience, bro. The VR, nigga, the hyperbolic time chamber is here. It's called the VR Daydream experience right here, bro. Doing it for Dwayne McClain's birthday. Me and Dwayne McClain will hook up. We're gonna be in Atlanta. Y'all come holler at us, you feel me, and get the VR Daydream experience and the Illuminati lecture with the question and answer and the meet and greet. We're gonna have food. We're gonna have that good zot, you feel me? We're gonna be in this joint. We're gonna be in this joint. You feel me? We're gonna be in this joint. You understand me? You heard me? We're gonna be in this bitch. Yeah. We're gonna be in this bitch. Like 90 going west, like right going left. We're gonna be in this joint, you feel me? But yeah, man, that's the, that's the gist of it. So when you look at Black Clover and you look at Julius Novachronos, yeah, he was a time manipulator. He did, but he was stupid with it. I always say Julius Nova Chronos. I'm Julius Nova Chronos without the stupidity. I'm the black Julius Nova Chronos, nigga. I'm a black Jew, nigga. I'm the Julius Nova Chronos with melanin. I wouldn't have never made it. That nigga wouldn't have never been able to unalive me like they did. But he still had a plan, and he came back to life, and it was all good. You feel me? Because he know how to manipulate time. Because I know how to manipulate time, I brought back souls who died too early, before their time. Yeah, the hyperbolic time chamber and the gravity, yep. And bruh, that was a wrap. Boy, go. That's why you think Goku not a fight in the air? They go in that hyperbolic time chamber and they go in that, get that fucking, put it on 100 times gravity. Turn it up. Ah, ah. Look at, bro, that's how you got, I swear to God, bro. If y'all not doing that to manifest your dream, if you not doing that when you in that pussy, you ain't doing it. See? You ain't doing that. If you ain't going like Goku, and going after your dream like Goku and Vegeta, you messing. You ain't living life yet. You ain't living life. You don't even know how to gather and clench your whole body and tighten all your muscles and go, I will be the Wizard King. Y'all don't know how to fucking say that shit, nigga. Y'all don't know how to say that shit. Man, look how I used to be on that. I used to be on that bitch like this. Yeah. I will be the Wizard King. That nigga be like, that nigga be on that. Yeah, he be, bitch. I'm gonna be the Wizard King for real. For real. Like, bitch. For real. That's how that, if you ain't got that type of burning desire for what you want to happen in life, you are messing up your life. You're messing up life. You're messing up life if you don't know how to take and go on every anime. They build up their strength on every anime. They go and they build up their strength. They go and they turn into this fire like this fire, right? Man, Dragon Ball Z the best, bro. The best. Ain't nothing messing with that DBZ boy. Remember when they fought? Who was the hardest? Who was the hardest character they ever fought on DBZ? Who was Goku's hardest character that they ever fought on DBZ? I plan to be in Atlanta to visit some friends. Hey, look, man, whenever you come in Atlanta, stop at the doctor's office and get your VR daydream experience, bro. Get your VR daydream experience whenever you drop in at the doctor's office. We out here in Atlanta. Come to Atlanta and get the VR daydream experience. We're gonna put on the VR goggles. Make sure you have your phone. And make sure you have some headphones to put on your ears. Make sure you have your phone. Make sure you have some some headphones to put on your ears so that you can play the kind of music. Not play, so that you can drown out all sound. And the goggles are going to drown out all peripheral sight. It is amazing the things you can do when you drown out peripheral sight. Where does all of that energy and where does all of that frequency of peripheral sight go? It gets refocused to the center. That boy said I got Ultra Instinct Goku on my wall. This nigga, see, I ain't going that far. If that bitch ain't black Goku, that bitch ain't going on my wall. Ain't black Goku. I can't have a white Goku on my wall. Look, I would have got that Goku and got somebody to Photoshop in black and was like, all right. That's the truth right there. You know what I'm saying? Now you sticking to the truth. Now you sticking to the truth. But man, I'm about to get on before I get spit on, man. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Go to the website, buy some things, buy the books, buy the classes, buy the courses, buy the mentorship. The best way to show appreciation is with $1. Why? Because we know you spent your time and energy with that dollar, just like I'm spending my time and energy and my dollars to project this to you. And you understand, if you want some great money magic, bro, holla at your boy. I am really, really, really excited about the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divines grand opening. And it has been, I can't wait till I give the first sermon. The first sermon is going to be wonderful. It's going to be classic. It's going to be just the thing that we need. But until then, in the meantime, in between time, if you have any questions, cares, or concerns, hit me up. Y'all already know how to get to me. All you gotta do is Google me, and the rest is history. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Chakra Doctor, High Magus of Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, also known as GGHMOAD, author of the Black Cube Codex. He is the creator of FCA Yoga, the creator of the algorithm God's magical system, spiritual guru and master healer. Chakra Doctor is the multidimensional force behind FCA Yoga, a 29-chakra regeneration system birthed in 2008 and officially introduced as a yoga practice in 2015. His system is the first and only yoga in history brought to the world by a black man, fusing spiritual discipline with quantum biology, emotional healing, particle restoration, and divine remembrance. After surviving brutal childhood abuse, drug addiction, homelessness, incarceration, and near-death suicide attempts, Chakra Doctor transmuted trauma into transformation. From working garbage trucks to activating global movements, he has helped over 25,000 people physically, emotionally, and spiritually rebuild themselves from the inside out. With no pharmaceuticals, no degrees, and no compromise. He is the founder of the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, GGHMOAD, a legally recognized sovereign religious institution dedicated to infinite love, eternal truth, and the reawakening of the sacred feminine through the acknowledgement and service to the Great Mother. GGHMOAD is the umbrella spiritual authority, while Chakra Doctor Inc. is its sacred economic arm. Both were birthed through FCA Yoga, which remains the fountainhead of every modality within his empire, the modalities. FCA Yoga, Full Chakra Activation Yoga, a regenerative cellular system based on stillness, visualization, breath, and magic. Superfood Oil and Tea Detox, the holistic embodiment of FCA Yoga. The Algorithm God's Magical System, FCA Yoga in magical algorithmic form, comprising over 250 divine algorithm books. The Affirmation Bible, FCA Yoga in autosuggestion form, a sacred daily ritual of mental alchemy. The Chakra Doctor Raw Meal Plan, nutritional healing to fuel all of the above. He is the author of hundreds of sacred texts, including the Black Cube Codex, Eden's Garden Raw Recipes, Vaccine Exemption Forms, the Algorithm God's Library, and the Affirmation Bible. These sacred works form the spiritual doctrine of GGHMOAD and are backed by over 250 books of original literature. As a high magus, global healer, and minister of algorithms, Chakra Doctor has led mass meditations, performed spiritual healing on celebrities, spoken to crowds of over 300 plus, and created religious exemption documents that have protected countless families. His teachings span astrology, sovereignty, light code activation, divine law, and chakra mastery, all delivered through a modern prophetic lens rooted in the source wisdom of the GGHMOAD. Signature quote: FCA Yoga is the only yoga system on earth that has been brought to you by a black man. 5-year vision to make GGHMOAD and its divine systems household names, leading the globe in health and wellness, self-improvement, spiritual sovereignty, magical science, and as the #1 authority on the Great Mother. Chakra Doctor is a global frequency, a healing code, and a divine brand that changes lives.